Hey, we've got sound. Also, maybe not quite. Because the game did launch without controller support, but that shouldn't be an issue. Welcome back. Welcome back in to a short stream. Not gonna go as long as I usually do. We might go till 1 or maybe 1:30. Targets today are, of course, to finish the game tonight. Yeah, so let's get on with that. I have connection. Why do I not have sound? I did have sound a second ago. Where is it now? One sec. Come on, please, don't do this. Shit. Yay! Game crashed. Woohoo! Okay, let me quickly relaunch it, and we'll listen to the awesome intro again. Because it is awesome. If we have sound, that is. Which I currently don't. Ah, of course I don't have sound. One sec. There we are. Howdy, Provokers. Welcome on in. How you doing? Happy Easter. Hey. Woohoo. I'm doing mighty fine. A little bit sleepy, but that's gonna go away pretty soon. How about you? How are you doing? I hope you went through it. You had a nice time through it. All right. We have to go somewhere. Shit. Maybe not all the way down here. Oh, I absolutely do. This is such an awesome game. Absolutely love the Mirror's Edge. The first one at least. I never played the second one actually. We have to go somewhere over there. I actually don't remember these later episodes basically. But yeah, this is such a great game. I have to go all the way over there. All right. Ooh. And how does it do on a 5080? Because it doesn't have. I think they ripped out the physics support on it, right?
Get away from him, Faith.
Okay, where do I have to go? Ow. No. No. I know where I have to go. Yeah. It's basically what happened when I tried to play the game with an iGPU early on with the laptop. Man, did it lag. Just all the control. Ah, shit. Ow. Am I? I'm too fat for that. Yeah, the FPS loss on glass breaking is insane on this game. Okay, let's do it the same way. Okay. Something along the lines of that. Do I have to go up there? Yep, apparently yes I do. Yeah, this is also one of the reasons why I have a 1060 in my system. One reason is ow. What? Why the fuck do they have stun guns? I didn't even have to. It's in crazy. It's crazy the amount of frames you get with just an older card with physics support. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm still rocking a 3060 and 1060. I'm currently looking to get into an AMD type card, or Radeon type card.
We're gonna have to relocate that.
Having a couple of auctions running on eBay to see how it's gonna run. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna help. Okay. Ow. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Ow. Yeah, third-party libraries are always a kick in the ass because they usually, at some point they're gonna either break or get discontinued, or both. Both is fine as well, or so I've heard. Yeah. As with dead links on forums, as with links on forums and so on. Oh. Shit. Could have gotten him. Also, I think that's the only situation where you get a machine pistol. Okay, maybe with this guy as well. Okay, where you at? There you at. Damn! Because physics is a gaming product, and gaming is not gaming is not in the focus anymore. Gaming doesn't make money. Yeah, that's what you get, bitches. Hell yeah. Yeah, gaming doesn't make them any money anymore. It's all in AI at this point in data center, where companies will drop upwards of 5K per GPU without. Exactly, you don't get anything for your loyalty, neither as an employee nor as a customer. Employers' loyalty is just dead. Okay. That worked out pretty good. But yeah. Many of the huge companies at some points are gonna betray the reason they're there at the first place. Damn, I've forgotten how to speak of the Easter holidays, I guess. Okay. Oh shit, I hate this run. But hey, there's stuff to get, so let's do it. Yeah, it's absolutely sad, but at the same time, it's absolutely worth it for them. The GPU market is enormous in the data center regions, or in the data center sections. So they're not gonna lose anything by this sort of marketing stunt, or by this sort of change. They're just gonna win, and Even if you say boycott Nvidia as a whole, it's not gonna matter. Because as I said, most of the value is currently sitting in data center and so on. Absolutely, any sort of water supply for cooling is in high demand, and basically everything that you can throw at a data center of this day and age, especially with AI, is not enough. Yep. Yeah, I enjoy the chaos that comes along with this section here. Yeah, no. But this game is absolutely awesome. I very much love it. Don't know what the hell they've done with Catalyst. Gotta be honest with you. I don't know what amount of or what sort of decision making's gone into that. But it was absolutely terrible. I don't think I can make that over there, right? I mean, I think I could, but want to speedrun it. I guess I have to be pixel perfect for that, though. Not sure. Oh, works. This is basically the masterclass of this. Yep. Yeah, I think it was Ireland that stopped Microsoft from building another data center for AI. This is because they could not ensure the service for its citizens anymore. Yeah, perfect. Better. Yeah, they stopped them because the citizens of Ireland, of Dublin especially, they had brownouts, or they started experiencing brownouts already, basically, which is not a good sign. But yeah, I go down here. Ah. Not like that, though. Okay, I'm back on this side. Alright. Then... all the way up there. Okay. But yeah, what are you supposed to do when your citizens are running out of electricity and can't even run an oven anymore to heat up food, or a stove, and then you announce them to then you announce that you're planning on building another super data center for AI. Basically, I think YouTube's gonna get there at some point. At the same time, though, storage is very cheap, and also cheap to run. If you use like a couple of platters for that, for a couple of racks of platter, basically, and it's gonna basically solve itself at this point. But yeah, I can absolutely see YouTube go on the Twitch way with retention policies. not only how much data is it gonna have me be able to look up or go back in time to, but also how long is it gonna take to access that data? Because they're already playing around with slower loading times for people without ad blockers. Who's gonna stop them from for example making loading times pretty much unbearable for a video that you have to queue up for, a video that's 3 years old because it or 10 years old because it has to load from the platter first. I can see that happening, absolutely.
Should be some kind of vent near you. Quick route to the sniper position.
Jesus, the rats are getting big in here.
There's quite a lot of decision making is gonna be have to be done.
News never stops. Where's the interesting news? Define interesting. Aliens. Aliens are always interesting.
Okay. Which direction is correct? I guess right is correct for the pickup. Yep, looks like it. Actually isn't. I actually do have to go the other way. This is the correct way. Three out of three in this on this map. It's nice. But yeah, the market's in motion.
See the rifle? Get the convoy in your sight.
I love this
Find a way
game.
of slowing it down. Try going for the engine.
Just wreck your ass and it's gonna let you skip the climbing down.
Connors, convoy. What's your status? Over.
Let's get the red.
Looking good. Route is clear. What was that? Not sure. Put your foot down, though.
What do I have to shoot?
You see the rifle? Get to it and get that convoy in your sights. Find a way of slowing it down. Try going for the engine. I'm gonna patch you into the CPF channel the convoy's using.
There is a secret here.
Connors, convoy. What's your status? Over.
Is that the low right one?
Looking good. Route is clear.
Hit.
What's happening? Report. Over.
Sounds good.
Go. You gotta get down there. Shit. Too late.
Yep, sounds about right. 65.5 gigabits per hour, and I'm currently contributing to that. I'm currently exporting an old video of mine. Yep. It's 65 terabyte per hour. Nice. Even better. We can definitely get that up to. Yep, perfect way. Yeah, it's bytes. There's a common issue with file descriptors or file size descriptors. With bit rates being, yeah, Transfer speeds being written in BPS, smaller case. Yep. Yeah, but at the same time, Linus is a tech YouTuber, and a company like Google is gonna get much better deals because they don't just buy a petabyte. They're gonna buy a couple exabytes at a time, I guess. Oh, there's someone here, right? Yep, there is. Hi. They're gonna get much better deals for that, I guess. Shit. At the same time, in regards to the petabyte project, that is something that I would love to be working on as well. Something like that. I would love to make something like that. Just not with enterprise level gear, for example, but shit. But just with consumer gear, which regularly or which usually costs way less than that. Shit. Alright, next one. It's insane amounts of data that they store and transfer. Of course, you not only have to think about the storage, but you also have to send it places, right? Keep that in mind as well. I mean, they have their own. YouTube can't really switch to peer-to-peer. Wouldn't really work. Especially not in Germany, considering our piss poor internet performance here. Which is really gonna be stopping any sort of innovation from happening. I don't think that's gonna work. They might try and store something on the IPFS. That might be a way. But I don't think a true peer-to-peer system is gonna work for them. But something like Ceph and or software-defined storage solutions like Ceph and so on are definitely gonna aid them in adding low-cost redundancy to the system.
Take this. It's Merc. He's a friend. He'll guide you away from here. I'll lead the blues away. Come and find you later, okay?
Yeah, Alphabet. It's Alphabet, and yeah, their scale is incredible. As an admin, I absolutely think about what they could be running at, or what they could be running in the background.
Oh God.
As well as like AWS and so on.
I couldn't stop them. They took Kate. I got some of the bastards, though.
Where'd they go?
I heard them mention the Shard.
The mayor's place?
Yeah.
Let me get someone a doctor.
I don't think I would want to work for them at this point in time, because most of the stuff that they are looking at will just be code, so it's not gonna do that much for them.
I won't work.
And you aren't really gonna be able to see anything, so so at least that's what I would think. You're, in my opinion, you're much better off in a medium to big size corporation that has their own AS and so on, and pretty much just starts off with stuff like Kubernetes and Docker, software-defined networking and so on, software-defined everything basically. Is this even the correct direction? No, it is not. I have to go up there. Okay. I can do it. Oh yeah, right, I have to go... Oh yeah, I have to go through here. Right. At the same time, if you want to be able to, or if you want to take a look at what runs the world of IT, except for, or without the Google style proprietary stuff that they add to it, basically, that's never gonna happen. I don't think that Google's gonna fail. Google and Amazon, if there isn't anything like, if there is not gonna be any sort of regulation that forces them to dissolve of their market position, or to dissolve their marketing or their market position, then they're not gonna fail. Shit. Right. Oh, up there. Oh, no. The issue with the primary issue with stuff like Amazon, Google, Microsoft is they simply will buy out anything that's promising and smother them as soon as they get big. Oh, can I bring one of them? Nice. No, don't. No, don't. Keep it. That's been the issue with AWS and so on. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. What's gonna happen? Yeah, exactly. And WhatsApp, for example. Facebook as well. Facebook is another contender for that. What was it?
Good work. Checker.
Gonna shoot me too?
No. Right now, your case best hope.
Weren't these your guys?
No, they're PKs. Pirandella crew. Private security.
What's going on, Miller?
Pope's murder. Turns out there was a man on the inside.
Rope burn?
Yes. You were right about him. I tried to get answers myself.
But why Kate?
They needed a CPF cop to look like Pope's killer. No time to explain more. Take this comms unit and head for the roof. It's where they've taken Kate. I'll contact you when it's safe. I'll hold them off. The roof. Go! Now!
It's such a nice game. The graphics are... Well, the graphics are something as well. I know of a couple purist style runs that. Ah, shit. Oh, Max is here. I have heard of a couple of runs that way that basically do a no weapons challenge, for example, so that you don't pick up any weapons ever except for in the tutorial, of course. It's not. I don't think it's a controversial opinion. I feel the same way, or I feel pretty much the same way. We have went backwards with the graphics. This game, this is upscaled to 2K on my machine. And yeah, it's the text and so on is texts are a little bit garbage at times, especially in the main menu. The anti-aliasing doesn't work.
And prepare to be taken into custody.
Thank you for visiting the farm. Have a safe day.
Okay.
Faith, are you reading me? I'm in the security room, tracking you on the cameras. Get out of the elevator, they're coming.
Okay, what's the best way to get out of here?
No sign of her.
Keep searching, spread out your needs.
I suppose I can just jump into it, right? That works. Yeah. I mean, the Vaseline sales are definitely through the roof. But also at the same time, when they aren't using insane amounts of Vaseline to try and make the game look acceptable.
Heard them say you're in the elevator shaft. Listen, there should be an entrance to the ventilation system somewhere in there. It'll take you outside, but you should be able to find a way back in on the other side of the building. Might just be enough to throw them off.
Shit. But yeah, the amount of anti-aliasing work that they are trying to do is just insane. Shit. Okay, don't press shift on this. Not good. Okay. At the same time, games get so large nowadays that even if you put the amount of Vaseline that they do, they're still going for 200 gigs. Yeah, scale is definitely a big driving factor. It's my elevator that is broken down. Shit, that was too. There was an end. There was an end to the fall. It's not the fall that gets you; it's the sudden stop at the end, of course. And yeah, why should I dedicate like 400 gigs of my hard drive to Call of Duty? Call of Booty, sorry. What's new with it? Even especially if they're gonna reuse 80% of the old content. Where is that space? Where is the space being used? Yep. And I have a Gen 4 NVMe at this point in my PC, which is basically unheard of, or which is basically the newest, hottest shit at the moment. But sometimes it's still not enough. I have no idea what the actual numbers are. Should be around 4 gigabyte per second though, if I recall. You can look it up, but I have a feeling that you are much faster at the moment. Looking that up. Yeah, it's absolutely plenty. It should be plenty. But Basically, the reason that I switched was that my old Gen 3 hard drive or Gen 3 SSD was filling up, so I switched to the current model basically. It's a Lexar NVMe that I now run. But at the same time, you say plenty, and I'm gonna counter with the amount of storage that a Counter-Strike or not Counter-Strike but Call of Duty is now taken, which is absolutely insane. Yep, exactly. And what the fuck are they loading that's taken them so much energy or so much processing power and loading power or bandwidth rather. Shit. Okay. Aye! Don't jump down. Ah, okay. Okay. Like that. That's better. Optimization, I don't think optimization per se is hard. But I think much rather the bigger issue is that that optimization is time consuming. And developers nowadays don't have time anymore.
I was too young to remember exactly how it started. The authorities said the changes were for the greater good. But good isn't the same as right. Yeah. Even with the current NVMe SSD, the load times sometimes are pretty much insane. And for what? What's getting loaded with it? Animal Crossing. Oh no. I have a controversial opinion, which is that when a company decides
I see you now. There's a sniper team guarding this area.
to not
Get back here on the
only
other side. Be careful, Dave.
yeah, exactly. When a company decides to abandon a product or a protocol that is widely used, or that's not necessarily only widely used, but that is that has been around for quite some time, and that is basically well established in the market. And in my opinion, on abandoning it without a successor that is compatible to the original version, it should be the original version or the latest version should be made open source, or should have to be made open source. So that if need be, someone who wants to improve on it can fork it and yeah, then work on it without fear of repercussions due to reverse engineering a deadware that still holds. I mean, I am sympathetic to the issue that you can't force a company to work on something forever, or to keep something forever. It's not necessarily the best approach to it, but that's one thing that I thought of.
They're sending reinforcements.
Wasn't there a third one? That's the last of them, right? Yeah. Some variation of that would be a good starting point at least. It's not gonna be the end all be all told to all issues or to all of these issues, of course. I think that's a good starting point though. Yeah. All right. See you in a bit. Okay. That will be all, I guess. Except for that. Aw, shit. You gotta be kidding me. I have to start all the way over here?
They're sending reinforcements.
Okay, got them. Those guys. Some other bitches in. Okay, got those fuckers. Alright. There we go. Okay, where do I have to go? Back here is a good idea. VoD Calan.
There's an elevator ahead. I've managed to unlock it. Take it to the server room. You should be able to get to the top floors and gate from there.
I hate heights.
It looks like the security
Sounds
doors to
good.
the roof are closed. Okay. If you destroy those servers, their emergency protocol should automatically unlock the doors. I hope. Good luck, Faith.
Okay.
Look around. Surveillance for the whole city right under your nose, Faith. Damn. Sounds like they've taken Kate to the roof. They've got a chopper coming in. You'll have to be quick. What the...
Miller!
Shit. Hate these quick time events. I am terrible at those.
Surveillance. Look around.
Yep. Hate that. I think I'm too fast, or I'm too. I do that too soon with the grabbing onto weapons. Yeah, I am too soon.
Look around.
Miller! Miller!
Look around.
Yep. Yeah, telling myself not to fear, yeah, that always works wonders, right?
Miller. Miller.
I'm just running around in circles and they're gonna shoot down the service for me, basically. Hey guys, how you doing? Guys, where you at? Ah, there we are. It never works. Ow. Okay, so running around in circles doesn't really work as well.
Look around.
So I'm gonna have to find a mixture of the two. Ah, sure. Ah, sounds good. Forgot I could use that.
Miller.
One left, one right. Nice. Alrighty. There we have it. Oh, is that enough already? Okay. And I'm gonna go for the next one. And if I recall, you can just punch him. Love this. Yep, you can just punch the servers. Kick the baby. I love this. Yeah, I didn't want to just look for this shit, but yeah, look for the weapons to pick them up one by one. Shit. Rough access. And who else will we have here? But a good friend.
Hello, Faith.
Jack. You couldn't.
Attitudes like that. Well, that's exactly why
I hate it.
Who's behind this?
Let's just say I know who the bigger fish are.
Callahan. Why us? We're no threat.
Classic warfare. Break the lines of communication. Shoot the messengers. Without hope. And without the runners. Your clients. Those who just won't let go of the old city will be cut off. Vulnerable. And this city can clean up the last of its dregs.
So this is just the start.
I prefer to think of it
Yeah, but it's not. It's starting to trickle down, but most of it's still.
It's why you're still
Meh.
alive. You can't live on the edge all your life, mate. Sooner or later, you have to jump.
Howdy, boys. Where's some pepperoni? This is fine. Better times, better times. I don't know what happened to the two armed guards in the background there. They just disappeared, I guess. Good times. They just despawned and well, basically left and fucked off once they saw that their master guardian was dead. I guess they said, "Fuck this! This gal has killed and evaded so many of us. Let's just call it quits and let's go home." Oh yeah, absolutely. The boss was the server we made along the way or something. Alright. Then I guess the last thing to do tonight is to find out where all the packets were. Because I did not pick all of them up. Yeah, I'm not really Easter egg hunting, but yeah. Packet hunting. Hunter of the packets. Okay. So mirrors, edge, pick up locations. Collectibles. That is what I need. Runner's back. That is. Easter egg hunt. As okay, what's it? Is it because the meaning changes, or is it because the is it just because the wording is weird? Oi! Don't drop. Alright, what I'm gonna do is meaning is the same. Okay. So it just quote unquote just sounds weird. I got it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shove this over to the laptop so I can just have it over on the side and reference it when needed. I think this is gonna basically equate to a full playthrough again. Not sure about it though. Okay. Because okay, because it sounds so weird, you mean? Alright. IGN, Mirror's Edge, runner back locations. Wild. Okay, runner's back locations. Okay, so let's go for the prologue. Chapter. Prologue. The Edge. Okay. I think I found all three of them there. I found one of the three here, so let's use this one. Checkpoint A. Middle of the starting canal. I think I've got that one. I think it's been released 25. I'm not.
Almost there.
Well, anytime you'd like to tell me where there is and what the hell you're doing, feel free.
It's my sister.
2008. Released in November 2008 on PlayStation 3. Yep. Oh, this is chapter 1 actually. Okay, go past the electrified fence. Which I guess is over here. Yep. Ow. Okay. Once she shuts off electricity to the fence. White structure with a runner's mark. I think this is another mission. Yeah, that was absolute. Oh, uh-huh. Look at that. There should be something here. Just not sure where. Which one am I at? Flight. This is the chapter 1, I think, right? There's something on the roof here? There is a runner symbol though. Might be that I have to turn around though. No, it's here. Okay, there we are. Okay, that's the second one of 3. Okay. That was close.
Okay, Drake says there's been some heat on West Arlen. Pope's place. I guess that's where you're headed, but be careful. I'll tell him what's going on there.
Alright. Also, this is one of the greatest tutorials that I've ever played through. Such a great thing. Okay. Once Faith escapes from Pope's building inferior, so I think I can go. This is the second chapter, I guess. Play chapter. Chapter 1 flight. Select. Escape up a blue fire. I have the. I have the feeling that this is not the right setting. Chapter 1 flights. There's nothing in regards to Core 2 Quadro. Damn. Yep. GTX 9800. I think that was a 9800 GT, not a GTX, right? Because I don't think they released the GTX lineup then. Because I'm pretty sure that we had the Nvidia GT 9800 GT as well. Pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure of that. Okay.
Shit.
So, basically this was the first. It was the GTX. Okay. This was the first set of sequences where glass starts flying. And the old IGPU in my laptop absolutely died because Intel didn't have physics support, of course. And damn, this shit was flying. Okay. When in doubt, go up, I guess.
Should be an exit through the accounting office.
Okay. 512 MB of VRAM, nice. And look at it, look at us now, complaining that 8 gigs are not enough, and they are not enough. Because of course 720p is a damn sight more intensive in regards of computed power or amount of raw data that has to be stored. Yes, of course, 16 gigs of system memory, I agree, is not enough anymore. But 16 gigs of VRAM is adequate at this point. Okay, so drawing from the vent, first set of enemies. No, that's the wrong one. Chase on the rooftops. Escape up the blue fire escape. Okay.
That bird ain't playing around. Get your ass to the CEC news building. I'm finding you a way out.
Yeah, that's definitely not an issue, especially with 4040. 4K is unplayable with 16 gigs, but 2K is usually 16 gigs is usually pretty much fine. Because if you have 12 to 14 gigs of VRAM, that's alright, in my opinion.
Shit, move it.
I mean, of course, now you have stuff like Discord that's taken a sweet ass amount of time or a sweet ass amount of resources, especially if you let it run in stuff like Chrome, where it runs like ass. Okay, coming up from the storm drain. Mark on a container while leaving. Next to a forklift. Do not run, girl. Do you know who I am? I'm the best of the runners. Running is basically all that I can do, or all that I do. Howdy, boys. Come on over here. Love you all. Yep. I mean, I did play on native 4K on a 1060, but that is 5 to 8 years ago. Shit, it's so far off.
Shit, man, this damn city. So you know him, huh? Well, you sure opened a can of worms on this one. Take the bridge across the avenue and head for the Victoria Plaza. Picking up squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time.
Yeah, sounds about right. I get so fucking old. I I remember life without computers and smartphones. Especially without being glued to a smartphone 24/7.
You're trying to cut off the head tape. Get through 'em, quick. You gotta push through to the plastic tank. There's a route through the tunnels ahead.
Yep, absolutely. And I also remembered that for me, basically the 1060, I knew that the 1060 would always be enough for me, at least for the start.
Should be an exit off the rail overpass in the plaza ahead. You head to the other side and get down.
Coming up from the storm drain, okay. It's not the storm drain yet. I think I know where it is.
Be careful.
Damn, what a sheesh. Yeah, so a buddy of mine is still rocking a 1080. I think it's a 1080 Ti Founders Edition. I'm not sure if it's a Ti though. The 1080 is definitely still holds up today. If you don't need ray tracing or any of that fancy shit, then the 1080 is pretty much everything that you need. If you want a little bit more, then 2080 is still, it's also viable, but other than that, yeah, exactly. The ray tracing and VRAM is basically the only two things. Wait, coming up from the storm drain. Ah, shit, I was in the wrong one. Shit. Okay. I went past it, one sec. There it is. I hate the that I'm unable to locate my mouse on the brighter sections of the game. You see it over here, but you basically unable to see it anywhere else. Okay. It's checkpoint E. Then back up to a plaza with 3 enemies. Instead of escaping the plaza where the stairs leading out, check the dark areas under and past the stairs. Okay. Absolutely, 1080p and 1440 is perfect with 1080 and 1080 Ti especially. Wait, 3 enemies? Where's the third?
Head up onto the rail overpass. It's the only way through.
Yep. I mean, I'm rocking a 1060 for streaming and so on. Yeah, right. 11 gigs of VRAM. Basically unheard of. Shit. Took too long.
Blue's up ahead, kiddo. One at a time, remember.
Where would it be, though? Nice.
Head up onto the rail
Has to be
overpass.
somewhere back
It's the only
here,
way
right?
through.
Yeah. Can't make that shit up. And it's not... I don't think... I'm not gonna believe... And I refuse to believe that memory is so damn expensive. Especially video memory. It's so damn expensive that it's not really viable to include more. Because I'm aiming to get it as well. Ah, shit. What?
Blue's up ahead, kiddo.
Yep, that's the issue.
One at a time, remember.
Pretty sure that's your right. These are not blues. They have PK written all over them.
Onto the rail overpass. It's the only way through.
Damn. Boys, the fuck? Isn't this here? Under and past the stairs. Guess it's somewhere here then, right? This is under and past the stairs. There it is. Damn. Ah, up there is the mark is up there. Alright, I think I have a dot.
Blue's up ahead. Be careful.
I don't think I have to fight them. And I don't think the rest of them spawn before they are defeated.
Head up onto the rail
Okay, so over there is the runner's symbol. Runner's mark. Okay. Hey guys. Man, they can't aim for shit. Okay.
You've almost lost them. Patrick Krieg in. Hey, let's get you out of here.
Okay. All right. Next chapter. There's my mouse. Yeah, exactly. I was looking for a 7900 XT. I'm pretty sure that would be the end all to my problems, basically.
Drake's got a location on you.
Okay.
City authorities are investigating the death of attorney and mayoral candidate Robert.
The 1970 is a little bit too heavy on the price for me at the moment. I'm looking to get a used 7900 XT, and I think that's gonna help me for the past couple of years. Yeah, 1970 is definitely too much. Okay, let's run this.
Chopper spotted. Make a run for it.
Oh, come on. Yeah, the 7900 XT used on eBay at the moment sits around 300 to 400 euros. So basically the same. Used 7900 XT is around 450. But that's used. Sorry.
You're right. I'll find you.
Yeah, I'm not looking to buy one new at the moment because the price is just insane. I'm not. So all right. I've got the 360 that I'm rocking right now. This is an overclocked variant by MSI. Or is it? Yep, it is one by MSI. And the one I've gotten is, I think, either 300 or 350. So it's a good budget card, and it absolutely holds up today, as you can see in titles like Factorio, Planet Side 2, Payday 2, and whatever else.
They got you surrounded, Faith. Get yourself into the storm drains.
Yeah, Kaufland has insane pricing. But at the same time, I'd much rather buy from stuff like Mind Factory and Alternate. If Mind Factory didn't just have a couple of fuck-ups in regards of their liquidity, apparently they miscalculated it, and went kind of the wrong way and went not quite belly up, but they had a, as I said, a little bit of an issue in regards to liquidity. Yeah, fuck no. Fuck that noise.
Spurt's bugging out. Looks like you're in the clear. Now get into those trains.
Yeah. Was it again? You have a buddy that you speak German with? I can switch to German if you'd like. If you wanna train your German. By listening comprehension. Oh yeah, you're studying in German as well. Right. Yeah. Do you have any travel plans for Germany? Central or want to compete with Edra? Well, she has a little bit of an advantage with multilingual family.
Don't think those blues won't come
Oh,
down.
Düsseldorf. That's close by. Just to say, I work in Dortmund.
Looks like they
Sorry, or rather, my office location is in Dortmund. I've been to Düsseldorf a couple times in the past because they sometimes host a couple of IT events and congresses and so on. Yeah.
Take those snipers out or keep out of their way. Just get your ass through this.
Right, so French is a little bit my French is very rusty at this point, but all in all, can still understand it fine. But speaking it is a different language entirely. Oh, I have thought about trying Greek, but gotta say, the biggest difficulty for me for learning a new language is it's not necessarily the language itself, but I have a huge amount of difficulty in with if there's a different typeset involved. Firstly, sniper, top of the room. Instead of going for the exit, try to find the last two snipers. Also will be guarding the catwalk with the runners mark and back, okay? Hey, September gang. Also born in September 98. Okay. Sit down there. I know that the exit is over there. The Greek accent. You're born in Greece, right? Ah, yeah, of course. If you speak English all day, then that's gonna be difficult. Where's the... There's one of the snipers. There's the runner symbol. Or the runner's mark. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. With that for now. Now how do I get back up there? Ah, alright, it's the other way around. Okay. Got you. Shit. Ah, no one ever tries to speak UK English, to be honest. It's just a pain in the ass.
You're inside. Get out of there, Faith.
But also, why try speaking UK English? I mean, it is the proper English, but other than that, there is no merit to speaking UK English or Cambridge English. I feel that, or in my experience, you get much better results from trying to learn or trying to go towards a US American accent, or the general stereotypical, I guess it's West Coast accent. Yeah, that's not gonna work then. Damn, I'm only C1 certified. That's enough for me. That usually holds up. Oh shit. Meist dichter als Denker. Alright. Fuck no, I'm not gonna do the balancing beam if I can do the shortcut right next to it. Yeah. I wouldn't say that Goethe is the highest form of German, but yeah. Yeah. Many people would disagree with me on that. I mean, that's the olden style, the older style German. I find it's usually more cumbersome than it's worth to learn. Ah, it's a Goethe Institute. Yeah, alright. That's fair. Yeah, it's fucking expensive. The certifications, every sort of certifications I've come across in my life are fucking Shit. Well, 200 bucks is not too bad, but yeah, still it's expensive. Every form of certification at this point is freaking expensive. I suppose that you back some 50 to get C1. Is there a reason or a specific reason that you want to go for C2? Alright. Oh, beating Edra is pretty easy. I mean, if you want any assistance with German, as I said, I can switch over to German. Und zwar ziemlich ohne Vorbereitung. Das geht relativ easy. Wenn du den ganzen Tag Deutsch sprichst und ansonsten aber Englisch liest, dann ist der Wechsel eigentlich relativ easy. Und relativ einfach. Und relativ viel ist mittlerweile aus dem Englischen ausgeliehen. Oder einfach blanko übernommen. So. That isn't anything either. Shit, it's still number 2, right? Coming up from the storm drain. Ah, shit. I think I missed it. There's not gonna be one here. Play chapter. Ah, shit. Okay. Einfach is good. It's a good starting point. It's a good starting point. We all have to start somewhere, right? So I would be absolutely doomed if you started to write in Greek. Even if you didn't use the Greek alphabet or typeset. Right. I still mean to. Ah, there it is. Behind the pole. Alright, there we go. Alright. There we go. Heat. Alright, that's chapter 3. After dropping through into the first building interior. Shit. Alles klar. Dann geht der Stream ab jetzt auf Deutsch weiter. Alle, die neu dazukommen, können sich gerne beim Provakis bedanken. Er ist dafür verantwortlich. So, okay, wir sind immer noch dabei, die Runnerbags einzusammeln. Die Sammlerartefakte. Und sind jetzt in Kapitel 3 angekommen. Und dafür müssen wir erst in irgendein Gebäude rein. Mal gucken, welches das wohl ist. Oder wo das wohl ist. Wie wir da reinkommen. Ich weiß auch, dass wir hier irgendwo hoch müssen, aber keine Zeit da jetzt durch die Gegend zu krabbeln. Wir machen das jetzt so. Fuck this. Okay. So, ich glaube, hier müssen wir hoch, ne? Ja. Sieht doch richtig aus. Hey, hoch da. So. Warum müssten wir eigentlich gar nicht? Wir können hier hoch, aber es ist nicht zwingend notwendig. Okay, wir müssen nicht hoch. Ist sogar besser, wenn wir nicht da hochgehen. Alles klar. Wir werden den Osten nicht erobern. Keine Sorge. Ja, Deutschland rüstet ja, beziehungsweise die gesamte EU rüstet ja zurzeit wieder auf. Mit dem Hintergrund von Trump. Ja, als der uns ja darum gebeten hat, wieder aufzurüsten. Oder die EU gebeten hat, wieder aufzurüsten. Jetzt machen wir es und das ist auch wieder falsch. Also, irgendwie weiß er auch nicht, was er will. Alright. Let's switch it back to English. How much did you understand? Was it alright? Or should I keep going, or is it alright for tonight? After you drop into the... It's clearly indicated on a barrel. Dropping through into the first building interior. I think that's it. Sure. Yeah, that's true. That's the biggest issue, in my opinion, with native speakers or with any sort of speaker, is that the speed at which you have to understand, or if you that you have to listen and understand whatever is being said, that's the hardest part. Because they usually go as slow as they do in the listening comprehension parts, right? Like as in the school parts or school projects. Okay, the second one. Roburn's office. Head next to the rooftop. Head to the next rooftop from Roburn's building. Okay. Ah, shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Because that is not that is where the conversational part comes in. And usually, at least in my experience with conversational, much of it is about speed and context. So you have to gain comprehension speed basically. Yeah, to be able to understand. Oh, nice.
More blues, head for the roof. Don't forget your public enemy number 1 today. Those guys, you've got meal tickets written all over you.
So I believe that it's less of an issue with here in Germany and more of an issue like in France, or especially in France, because they speak so damn fast.
Stop, you ain't shaking them yet.
Okay. Yeah, I better don't start with the French. French are a different species entirely. Different breed, basically. Flashbang! Yep. Okay, the next building. Before entering the interior. There is something. Head to the next rooftop from Roburn's building before Faith encounters the door. Hello. Damn, guys, you're trigger happy. Or is that the mark there? Or is the mark there? Oh, yeah, the French are weird. That's correct. That's just a statement that can be left out there to marinate, basically. Okay, that's that segment. I think that's checkpoint C that I'm looking for. What is that? I think this was...
Drake's got a hideout up ahead. Head for the cranes and I'll update you when you get closer.
Nah, this ain't it. This is too far. This is too far. Also, it might be that I already have the second one. Yeah, these cranes are awesome. This is such a nice... It's not such a nice segment. Okay. Okay.
More blues, head for the roof. Don't forget your public enemy number 1 today. Those guys, you've got meal tickets written all over you.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, if you want to do that, feel free, but I can't recommend it. I mean, poetry is nice. I absolutely like poetry, but nah.
Get that door open now!
Yeah, what the institute certifies you for, and what you can actually do is usually two different pairs of shoes. Okay, so here there should be a runner's mark somewhere here. Somewhere on this road. I might have already collected it. Might also be inside, I'm not sure. Map. You mean poetry comprehension in English? Not in English, in German?
Drake's got a hideout up ahead. Head for the cranes and I'll update you when you get closer.
Or poetry and comprehension in German? That's
Watch it, Faith. The Blues have a chopper.
we have a couple of nice poems and poets actually, but most of but lyricism in general is pretty advanced. What the hell? Just went flying there. Yeah. Got him. Where you at, boy? Alrighty. I think there was one here. Or I thought there was one here, but there isn't. That might have been. I think that's been the case. Still gunning for me? Must be. Oh, there's a runner's mark. Okay, and where was it? I think it's in here, actually, or it usually is in here. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% on it. There is none around it, sorry. Bag is on the second crane. So something like old German poems like the Erlkönig, the Erlkönig, something like that. Those are a pretty good start, but that is old German or old style German. So yeah. Even though it's been translated to, or it's been rewritten to modern. Yeah, that's engineering poetry. That's a good way to put it. It's a piece of art. That's definitely what it is. I I mean, I'm pretty sure that Poland would disagree. But at the same time, they had one of the biggest factories for Panzers. So yeah. Yep. Ah! Wrong way down. Wrong way down. Yeah, that is. They were definitely over-engineered in some aspects and under-engineered in others. Oh yeah, that's right. They had something to do with that as well. And now they make good trucks.
Should be some cover ahead from the scaffolding. Try and lose some of the heat in there.
I was about to say, what sort of heat are we talking about here when then the fucking police helicopter started shooting at me? Or shooting at everything around me, basically. Why did I come up? I all simply have to go here. I'm not really the perfect person to talk about or to talk with about World War II trivia. Absolutely not in that regard. But a friend of mine is. Why am I stuck here now? This direction. Yeet! The absolute best scene in this entire game is when you yeet the guy off this scaffolding here.
Chopper's got a call from its mom that's bugging out. Not for long, I'll bet.
Hey boy. Alright, there we go. There we have it. Yep. It's such a great scene. In terms of sound design, I'm pretty sure that that there's a lot of games that that fall short of games like this. Ah, it's up there. Nice. I think that would have been possible. Yeah, that's a.
Did you just do what I think you did? God damn it, girl! I just spilled my Joe all over the keyboard.
Hey, can you get a message to Miller? See him again.
Sure.
All right, got that. Sorry. Now, chapter 4. Okay. Chapter 4 absolutely requires a little bit more. For the electric fence. Something electric fence. Okay. Right. Yeet. Okay. Nice. Sound design is in this game is awesome. There was some game that I played a couple weeks ago Where I also thought the sound design was just plain amazing. It was really just plain awesome. Second building. What? This one here? Oh, it's not this one. It's over there. Yeah, that's correct. In regards to electric motors, we had it in the bag. Similar thing with we could have been able to have it in the bag, but yeah, corporate stability at work, I guess. At the same time, basically same shit. Yeah, I collected this one. Same shit. The hydrogen.
I'm looking at the plans.
As hydrogen as a
No wonder Ropeburn picked it.
as a form of propellant, as a clean propellant, was also in development here, and they cancelled it, or they stopped researching it as soon as the government grants stopped. So yeah, corporate greed at its finest again. Similar thing is, or similar things are what drove me away from my past employer, actually, because they refused to invest into newer methods of communication for their devices. We had a couple of great ideas for that. I was in one of the tech committees that was tasked with finding new options, but yeah. That's a generally a good question, but in this case I would say it's usually just corporate greed, because it usually is. I think there was one here, right? Oh no, it was not here. Ah, behind, yeah, near the optional area with the large billboard. Yeah, that is what we already collected before. Yeah, basically, but at the same time, I kind of understand it, because of course a company is gonna want to increase its profit. That's only natural. But at the same time, you can't really have have infinite progress and infinite more profit without also investing something. And it should be more than Microsoft invests.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
For example, because QA at Microsoft is pretty much dead, for example. I would like to skip this cutscene. Playing dirty here.
Better.
Alright, there we go. Cutscene skipped. Okay. After disarming Ropeburn, fake crash lands and stay inside the chef. Okay. What the hell? Wait. Damn. Shit. Yep. Especially the especially the testing is done by customer part. Okay. Can't seem to hit anything at the moment. Okay. Damn. Sheesh. Come on, seriously? Hate this. Hate this fight in particular. Perfect. All right.
Elevator shaft's the fastest way out. Only way out, too. One way or another, you've got to get that elevator moving.
Come on. Open up. Yep. But yeah, no, it's easier to have the customer lose trust in you.
Elevator
Apparently.
shaft's the fastest way out. Only way out, too. One way or another, you've got to get that elevator moving.
What? Okay, I'm gonna need a yeah, I'm gonna need a rerun of that. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know where he came from, but yeah. As if being a monopoly or okay. As if being a monopoly excuses you from shitty behavior. Bro.
Jackknife was bang on the money about Ropeburn being behind this. Wonder who his professional is.
Okay. In Subway. Subway. You know what? Okay. I'm just gonna skip ahead to that. Ropeburn. Okay. Done that. Done. I don't think I've done that part. Oh, yeah, that. In the subway. Beats off some enemies in the subway substation platform. Above 3 uneven bars. I think I know where it is. This is back here. Yeah, no, I don't want to make the money on that. And I think this is too far, actually. Was too efficient on that. Yeah, it's cheaper to lose a couple customers over trust issues, because they can't be trusted to make a good to make a good product, and instead just yeah. Oh, I was here before.
Seems Jackknife was bang on the money about Ropeburn being behind this. Wonder who his professional is. I'm boosting your signal. Try and find a way through.
Ah, that was where I was. Okay.
Signal set. Seems you might be clear of the blues for now. Looks like the Riding Park subway stop's closed.
Yeah, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't really wanna do the math because it's pretty much, yeah, disappointing. Yep.
Oh boy, Blue's going into the subway.
If you calculate it on the amount of population of a country, then it's very disappointing. It's always disappointing then. Okay. Can you open up, please? Thank you.
Blue's ahead trying to cut you off. Get ready to fight.
Sacred thing. Alright.
Could be a way out.
Yeah, but it's one thing to make more than $80 million after tax, but it's another thing to make on $80 million after tax and not have to squeeze out a couple cents of that profit to create. Okay. Okay, so now I've swung across that. To get to the vent with a bag. Okay, so I think that's here then? Absolutely. Ah, okay. Which vent is it though? Am I correct here? That those were the swingy bits, right? Or is it another set? Might be somewhere else. What's this? Yeah. Quality is, to be honest, quality is pretty much an afterthought at this point. In software development, in my opinion at least, or from what I'm getting here, and I absolutely hate that fact.
Blue's getting close. Get moving.
I'd much rather have a software that works or that does what it's supposed to do, and well, and not responsibly, but dependable, basically. Shit. Yep. But at this point in time, even monopolies or huge business act like they're just a teeny tiny business with basically no access to personnel at all. that's, at least for me, that just doesn't fly. Because why would it? Because it's idiotic to stand on that belief. Because it's just not true. Yep. And I have the feeling that that customers don't really ask for quality anymore, or at least not enough, or not really request it as fiercely as they once did. I mean, most customers, as long as they can escalate up until a point where someone on paper takes care of the problem, that all's well for them. Oh, that worked. Nice. Oh, both are. Nice. Howdy, boy. Or rather, they might ask for quality, at least on paper. But they don't. Yeah. Well, how am I gonna say? How am I gonna put this? Yep. Exactly. Exactly. So people are, or especially companies, as long as they have someone to point the finger at, then all's well for them. They need someone to escalate to. And that's all that business has basically boiled down to, in my opinion. Which is basically escalate. This has been so much of a buzzword. My colleagues and I are always asking our managers who we wants to escalate this to, because it's just insane. Everything that we do in terms of business speak always needs someone to handle escalations, and it's like, come on, stop with this word at this point, please. Please just stop with it. It's just insanely overused at this point. Okay. I'm pretty sure that I'm... After climbing the ladder... I think I skipped past that. Oh, in regards to something for free, right? God forbid you use something like Proxmox, which is open source. The issue with that, though, is that Proxmox is awesome. I use it here at home all the time, and it's just plain awesome. A colleague of mine had a talk in regards to using Proxmox in the office to swat out VMware, and they were met with the Proxmox is not business ready. It doesn't do high availability. And I looked him in the eye and I asked him, like, what the fuck is she on about? Because I have a 5-node cluster at this point. At that point, I only had a 4-node cluster, and I shot one of the nodes on purpose. I just unplugged it. It took 4 seconds for the system to realize that the node was down. Another 5 as a grace period, basically, and then every VM that was on that node got switched off and switched over to a new host. VMware takes 2 minutes. So yeah, how the fuck doesn't it do HA? Yes. Good times, good times. Oh yeah. What? Yeah, it's absolutely not business ready. You can absolutely, you have to pay for it to get it production ready. There is a license attached to it, and it's cheaper than what VMware offers, because of course it is. But yeah, I don't see an issue with running Proxmox. My current employer also uses Proxmox in a production setting, multiple clusters. So yeah, it's absolutely production ready if you want it to be. Okay, so where's the first chapter 6? Okay, which one is this? Is this Pernilla Kruger? I think this is 6, right? Starting position, go down 1 story. What? WR? Six Pernilla Kruger. At the start, near Fate's starting position, go down one level. Go down 1 level? Go down 1 story. How the fuck do I go down 1 level? Here? Wall run. To the lower rooftop, okay. I think we skipped that one. There it is. Okay. Absolutely. I mean, I gotta agree. For most systems, if it's just a plain like Debian or Windows or something along those lines, or Linux or Debian or Linux or Windows system, it's really just as easy as migrating it to a Proxmox environment through the ESXi importer that is built into Proxmox for a reason. Yeah, and then just go for from there. But of course, there's a couple of systems that, especially if you use EFI and secure boot and so on, and it's kind of take a little bit more finesse and a little bit more care for the system to get it to boot under Proxmox. But all in all, it's not that bad. I mean, it's like it took me. I come from a pure VMware environment. I have a couple of licenses here for VMware services that would not hold up in an audit. But that being said, I migrated that shit to Proxmox as well, and I couldn't be happier with my decision. What? Wait. Right. There's a lower roof, right? Yeah. Yep. And then it took a little bit of time. I mean, it took like 3 days or so to migrate everything. I mean, I had like 20 VMs running at this point, so that is my home environment. That is a little bit, yeah, it's grown over the years. But all in all, most of it was Debian Linux, so it's nothing out the ordinary. It's just a plain operating system. So nothing too fancy. I'm missing a sniper here. Get someone in spawn. Yep. I am absolutely agreeing on the reducing cost part. I don't really want to know how much my old employer pays for their VMware license. I have no idea, and I don't want to know. They have such an insane pricing. It really is just insane. Especially in the, I don't know if you've heard of that, but they were thinking about making the or imposing a core limit or a core minimum that you have to buy. So that basically would make it enforceable that you have to pay at least, was it 70,000 per year for the licenses? Because you had to license like 70 cores or something, or 30 cores. Yeah, exactly, 72 cores. Insane. That's a minimum, right? And if you have a 3-node cluster, for example, 16 nodes per. That's 60 cores per CPU, per socket. Shit. Was it 72 cores or was it 72 sockets? I heard something along the lines of that you basically had to license like 10 servers. It's cores, okay. I was under the assumption that was sockets. But yeah, 72 cores still is insane. Especially with the pricing that they had. Glad that they rolled back on that, because that would absolutely have been the death of VMware as we know it. Okay, so inside the PK warehouse, some hoisted cargo. Runner's back in a small office. I think I've collected that already. I think it wasn't here, right? Oh no, yes, it was in here. And over here was in the thing is here.
Intruder in the vicinity of the loading bay. All available units proceed there at once.
Ow. Well, Nutanix and Proxmox and so on are absolutely an open shift, of course. Doing good, doing good.
According to the plans, there should be a way through beyond the conveyor system in there.
Gain the height. Explore the area between the warehouse. WRFJ. What the fuck is WRFJ? I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Wall run. I might have collected that one already. Not sure. Explore the area. It's darker.
Hurry up before they find you, Faith.
Oh, shit. that's also another insane part. I mean, I get it that they have to somehow keep keep a steady flow of income, but come on, really? Lease licenses, let them pay for updates, but don't just make the licenses disappear, basically. I would have so hoped for a massive exodus from, or even more of an exodus. Yeah, the Enterprise edition is out of reach for most. Yeah, Enterprise is already spelled correctly because it has enterprising. Pricing for a king. I mean, I had, as I said before, I have a non-auditable license, basically. Which means my license would not hold up in any sort of audit, but also I'm a private person, or I'm a private person, not a company. And I use it in a lab, so I don't care. What? Is this here? Is that it? Am I wanting to be? I think I have to, right? Yep. Yeah, but at the same time, VMware pricing in general is insane, in my opinion. I have no idea where it is. I need a map. Mirrors, edge, runners, back, location, with pictures. Runner's back guide. Okay, there we go. Okay. Brandella Kruger. Inside the office. Thank you, that helps. Yep. So for 11k a year, or if you convert it to euros, let me quickly convert what my yearly salary is per month. And I think you could also hire me for 3 to 4 months for that rate, and I would help with if you just let me do that for an entire year or for an entire quarter, then you'd save on an entire year's worth of licenses and then switch to Proxmox licensing, which is far more fair in my opinion. And yeah. Red room where there are many shelves. You have to go to a corner and the back is on a shelf, which you get to from the ground climbing. Okay. Oh, which corner? Is it over here, the corner? Shelf, corner, shelf. Here? No, not here. Ah, I think I have it. There we go. That's a third. Okay. There was one that I didn't get before, right? Rope burn. Chapter 4 rope burn. Okay. Yep. It's absolutely fair, and that is I think that's the biggest license that you can get, right? Pricing for the Proxmox VE. Yeah, right. 530 is the standard licensing. Let's be honest. For usually, gotta be really. Let's be honest. In my opinion, as a regular business, you're only ever gonna need the 355, the basic package. Yeah, I don't want to know the amount of money that you have to bleed through for the. Yeah, sounds about right.
Seems Jack Knife was bang on the money about Ropeburn being behind this. Wonder who his professional is. I'm boosting your signal.
Gotta be honest, I was thinking about starting a thinking about starting a small business to basically yeah, absolutely, to help other companies migrate from VMware to Proxmox. But at the same time, I would love to be able to also make some money off Proxmox support and maintenance, and so on. Now I'd be able to make a profit out of that, or make a business out of that. Should be possible, right? Okay, here we are. Yeah, the remote support can come in handy, but at the same time, usually, in my experience, it's I don't think I've ever needed remote support by absolutely. I mean, leasing kit bikes can also work pretty good. Because they usually grow out of their bikes pretty fast. So yeah, that would work out well as well. But at the same time, center of mass. Yep. Yeah, fertility is down. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it's supposed to be here. Yeah, kids or no kids is an issue, but at the same time, I'm not good. I'm not good in selling anything. Yeah, I don't think fertility has that much to do with. Shit. I don't think fertility actually has that much to do with happiness, or at least not that I would think. Howdy, boys. I'd be able to make it, right? Can I run? Can I stay on that? I basically only need to. Apparently not. Okay. Yeah, the politicians have no idea. To be honest, let's be honest. The politicians are usually clueless about this kind of stuff. Let's be honest.
Seems Jackknife was bang on the money about Ropeburn being behind this.
Yep.
Who his professional is.
The funny thing is,
Your signal. Try and find a way through.
the more desperate that people are, the more they the more they get kids as a form of
Signal set.
long-term
Might be clear
solution.
the blues for now.
It's a little bit of a sad
Subway
fact,
stop's
but
closed.
that's
Some kind
such
of
as life.
renovation work.
And at the same time, you have to keep in mind that
Boy, blues going into the subway. You gotta go deeper, Faith.
there we go. You have to keep in mind that usually in happier countries, you usually have more issues with temporary housing, or often just, for example, spilling over, much more than you have in poorer countries. Yep.
Blues ahead trying to cut you off. Get ready to fight.
Absolutely. Yep. It's happiness, and happiness is, of course, a you can't really quantify happiness.
Could be a way out.
Absolutely. At the same time, if you remember, then minimum wage is supposed to be a minimum living wage or livable wage. You're supposed to be able to live with it, not necessarily comfortably, not in luxury, but you were supposed to be able to live with it. And for example, in Germany, when you qualify for or when you're on it's up here. There we go. Okay. How do I get up there? Here in Germany, you are not able to live with minimum wage. Absolutely not. Ah, that works. Yeah. Take for example a young family with a father that's working minimum wage and the mother taking care of the children or of the child, and suddenly you're on a single income, and then that's minimum wage. Doesn't really work anymore. Was supposed to work, but it doesn't. Okay. At least that's the case here in Germany, and let's not even talk about the US, because they're just lost. After climbing a pipe in New Eden, I think the first one is what's missing. If you're on a double income, then I agree. Then that should be good. You should be good to go. And if you're just as going on as a single, then of course, but that should work out as well. But here in Germany, most jobs also pretty quickly run out of or go out of the minimum wage range. Second section of the level, after climbing a pipe. You know what? I should have read that faster or read that sooner. Checkpoint B. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, second section. I think this is the second section. After climbing a pipe. Okay. Yep. I mean, we also need those jobs taken care of, right? I think that's the one, right? Is this the one after climbing a pipe? I think this is the pipe that we're supposed to be climbing. What I think is absolute bullshit is if you have constructs like there it is. And apparently I've collected this already. Okay, that's good. Third section of the level. Yeah, that's correct. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Alright, where do I need to go? Third section of the level, on top of the tall white box near the red door. Absolutely. A minimum wage job can also get you started on a couple of conversation with other people to basically set or get a footwork or get a foot back into civilization, basically. Ah, shit. You guys know who that is? Okay. White box near the red door. Wait, on top the white door, right? Top of a tall white box near a red door. So where do I need to go? There? Ah, here. I mean, I think we can just leave it at if you don't if you lack the brain power, you can just become a salesman. I think that's an awesome statement just to leave as is. It's just plain awesome. I can absolutely agree with that. I can absolutely agree on that. Is that here? It's supposed to be here? It's supposed to be here? There it is. Right there. Shit. Can I get over there? Ah, it's 142 in on my end here. Yeah, don't worry. I think it's awesome. So don't worry. As I said, I'm pretty sure that you can leave that standing as is. Okay, that's the third one for this level. Nah, at this point, or at this brain capacity at 3 in the morning, absolutely. But who wouldn't be? The boat. Okay. Okay, I've lost one on the shard and one on the boat. Okay. Let's do the following. I'll quickly go to the bathroom, and then we'll continue with that. I'll be right back. All right. Then. Good night, Probakis. See you on the next one. And I won't be on for that much longer, though. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay. Then see you in a bit. Alrighty. Let's go for the last two, I guess. Okay, I have unmuted myself, and we're back in business. Okay, off the boat. I don't know which one it is. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is on the last one though, on the shard. I quickly. I've got that one. Think I need this one here. Sheesh. Damn. Okay, so the takedown of that guy already took too long. No. Oh shit, I can go through here. Okay, that's the first one down. Or the second one down. Alright. Oh. Awesome Star Wars meme. Nice. Send it via Discord or some other way, I don't know. There's enough ways to contact me, I guess. Okay. It's supposed to be somewhere on the first floor? Ah, over there. Okay, we've got it. I've got it. And that's the last one in this chapter. Pretty sure at least, but we'll get confirmation in a second. Okay, we're down there. Okay, how do I get the two again? How the fuck do I get up there? Here, maybe? Ah. I get. Come on. Oh, I've got it. That's how we do it. It's number 3 out of 3. Perfect. Okay. Alright, let me look at Star Wars meme. Yep. Yeah, that was very hidden. Good thing that so I mean I rushed through that level, or I rushed through that part on my playthrough earlier. So yeah, no wonder that it's not really a wonder that I missed it before. Okay, sorry, I've got all of the other ones, just this one missing. I hope I don't have to rush, or I don't have to do everything. Before you get in the truck, I think I've already gotten this. Ah shit. Let's do this. Let's do this! Spawn into the level, immediately get clapped. Let's go! Oh shit. You're right, you have. Okay, there was one in the corner somewhere here. I think it was around here? Somewhere around here, I think. Yeah, it was over here. Right there. Okay.
What the hell is in this boat anyway?
Okay.
No idea.
After
Could
dealing
be
with
munitions,
the...
I guess. Might be to do with this
I
project
think the
Icarus.
back 23 was
Look,
the...
head straight
Yeah,
for
the
tank if that's
23
what
is the
you
one that
saw
I'm
tonight.
missing.
Once you found your killer, get some answers
That
and get
is
out
in...
fast. Lots of blue traffic in the area, so get ready for a fight.
Yeah, that's in the... I think in checkpoint B or C. Why can I not skip the... Skip the ride? Okay. Okay, navigate. Come on over here, guys. Okay. Think up there on that scaffolding. Ah, come on. Ah, shit. Oh, come on. Seriously? Can I even go here? No, I can't. Alright. Got those guys, that's good. And I've seen the symbol, but I did not see the back before, I think. Okay. Come on, seriously? Okay, so we're up here. Damn. Okay, so they don't leave. They don't take prisoners. Oh, that we know already. Getting better by the minute. Getting better by the minute. Okay. It's pretty streamlined now. Let's hope it keeps up. Okay. Like that. Okay. Alright. Stay up here. But where? Where is it? On the first or second dock, you'll climb a red pipe. Third or second duct. Fine, I have the mark here. Is it back here by chance? Ah, there we go. Found it. Yep. Yep, we were so damn close. Foiled again. But at least now I know where we're at. Oh, right, got him. Didn't even notice that he fell. Okay. Okay, so I have to go through here. Then
7B secure.
go here. And then take care because I can fall through here. Yeah, 30 out of 30. There we are. Yes, baby. Yeah. 30 out of 30. Nice. So this game is now officially unlocked. Nice. Yeah! Let's not do that. But yeah. I guess that's a good way to end it for tonight. That's almost 3 hours. That was like an hour longer than I thought I would go. But yeah, have a great night, Probakis. Everyone else, thank you as well. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope I see you all again in the next one. As for a schedule, I don't really have anything at the moment that furthers any sort of schedule. Bye bye, Probakis. See you in the next one. And yeah, I'm basically just streaming on a day-by-day basis or week-by-week basis. I don't know. Feel free to follow the channel to get notified whenever it is that I go live next. Also, Hunter of the Engines has a Discord where you get notified when I go live. So that's an option. Other than that, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for stopping by. And I hope I see you all again in the next stream. Until then, have a good one and bye-bye.